Okay, so we're now going to start on our last sheet, which will contain the cow catcher and the wheel. So I go ahead and get a sheet C drawing pulled up, and you basically are going to think of one half of this is going to be the cow catcher, and the other half of this is going to be the wheel. So we're going to start off with the cow catcher, which will show us how to do an auxiliary view. So I'm going to start with placing a base, and I'm going to go for cow catcher. Hit open. 2-to-1 works. I'm going to title this Part 9 Cow Catcher in all caps. Turn the little light bulb on so we can see that. I want that. I want that. It looks good. And then I'm going to go over here and put this down. I'm going to go right here, right here, right here, right here. Right click, create. Now, there's a small issue with the cow catcher. It's not a big issue, it's just a little issue, but that is you really can't get a good non-distorted view of this side. That is why we have what's called an auxiliary view. So what we're going to do is click on auxiliary, and what auxiliary does is it creates a view perpendicular to a surface, and I am going to pick this view right here, perpendicular, and pick this surface right here and go to that right there, auxiliary right there. There we go, and there it is. Now on my auxiliary view, I don't need to see hidden lines, so I'm going to unclick that lock, uncheck hidden lines, hit see OK. No, didn't work. Let's try it again. No hidden lines. Okay. And I actually want the fact that this is an auxiliary view to be labeled. So I'm going to call this auxiliary view. So right here, I don't need the scale, and I'm going to take this and drop that down to a 1 because I don't need it that big. There we go. And I have a little bit of redundancy somehow. And I don't need the word auxiliary view in there twice. So I'm going to hit OK, and that looks better. Okay, now I'm going to go over here to this one and make it solid. Okay, so there is my, now that looks a little better right there. And take this guy right here, move him right here, and I'm going to move on to annotate. Now underneath annotate, I'm going to create text. I'm going to put text right here, and my text is going to be part is shelled up 0.1 TYP, which stands for typical. It goes right there, and now we start dimensioning. So the reason for the auxiliary view is to dimension this little, just that little bit right there. That's the whole reason for that auxiliary view. Okay, now I need to do all my center lines. Have any circles up there? Nope. So now we're going to do these. this guy's right over here. Alright. And now for the last little bit. Okay, I'm going to go up here and go from here, here, go all the way up, and then I'm going to go from here to the center here. Okay, and then we'll go from this line here, this line here, this line here, here, this line here. Okay, then I'm going to hit escape. This is all wrong, so I'm going to take and move it. I'm going to move this guy down right here, move this one up right here, move this one down right here, so that they're nice and spaced. And I should have 4 across, and I have 4 across. And now I go back to dimensioning, and I got this part right here, which is 0.25. And then I'm going to do my chamfer. And it's going to cross a line, and that's not great, but that's just sort of how it's going to have to be. Okay, and then I'm going to go down here. We got the 1.2 across here. And even though these are hidden here, that's still the best place to dimension them. And put that right there. And then we're going to come over here and do my heights. So from here to here, and then from the bottom here to that center hole, and then from here, here, and I hit escape and just tweak these a little. I can pull them in. Alright, so there is my cow. Oops, I'm doing a little too much. I'm going to pull this guy in a little closer, this guy in a little closer, and this guy in a little closer. And there is my cow catcher with my auxiliary view and all of my dimensions.